saying she with it.
And we are, well, I mean, we're live. A little bit early. Well, a little bit late, a little bit early, a little both.
Yeah.
No, it's good to have you back on, man. I know it's been a minute. It's been at least 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think the last time I was on the way to Nashville.
Yeah, you definitely were. I remember because we got you on, it was only audio at the time. And because I
Yeah,
hadn't
yeah,
ripped off the band aid and gone on video, I couldn't make myself do it.
yeah, yeah.
And then,
Um,
go ahead. I think,
Sorry,
I think it
I
was
didn't hear you.
just you, and I think I think, was you in the car with Sonny, or was it I think it was Leroy. I can't remember which was which, but somebody was in the car and somebody was meeting, and you guys were scheduling around driving like halfway across the country or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, Leroy was already, I think, in Nashville, and I think I was heading up from Florida.
That's crazy. I haven't. I've driven through Nashville, but I've never been there. Been there, if that makes any sense. But I've always wanted to
Oh no,
go.
I feel you. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Where are you at? Like, right? Like, where are you located? Like, where's the podcast out of?
Houston.
Houston. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
Cool,
I'm
cool.
literally in my room. Maybe by the
Yeah.
time you guys come through here next time, I'll have an actual like studio with seats and things.
Heck yeah. Like, I've been to Texas a few times, Dallas, San Antonio, but those are the only places I've been.
Yeah, I've been to San Antonio. I went to the Riverwalk. I did all that, which was
Okay.
amazing. Love it. And
Cool, cool.
missed the Alamo. I
Oh yeah.
I just drove right by Austin because I was like, nope, I don't want to deal with all what's going on there. I just
Yeah.
miss me with all that. So I just skipped that part. And I've been to Galveston, but I haven't really been many other places except for driving down or across.
Yeah. Yeah, me, it's all been on the east side. I haven't really ventured out west other than Utah to shoot some videos and hang out with some people. So,
Right. Man, you've been killing it though. You've been doing a lot.
yeah, I've been working. I got a lot of songs. My studio got like wrecked in the hurricane down here.
Yeah, I saw that.
I rebuilt a second one, and now we actually just built a third one. And I'm getting my album finished up. I got a few more like things to tighten up, mixes done, and then I'm planning on having a video for every song. So this year is gonna be pretty busy.
Oh, I
And
believe it.
obviously Leroy has like his project getting wrapped up with us, produced by me and Sonny. And yeah, we're gonna have a busy year. Hopefully, doing a lot of shows and dropping a lot of songs. I want to collab with a lot more people. I just did one with this guy Corlin Young. He has a pretty good style, like kind of rock, alternative rock.
Right.
So that's the one. That's the one I'm trying to move into, is more like rock stuff.
No, that's awesome because honestly, um, for example, I know a lot of people in a lot of different genres,
Yeah,
and one of the ones, the crossover between like dips into rock is always my favorite
yeah,
because just the way that it's put together and the way you can do the production and the way that it sounds, it's just one of my favorites. And you could pretty much cross it with almost anything, honestly. It's kind of a happy middle ground, maybe.
yeah. Like We Ride is kind of like rock rap, but it's also like got an electronic element to it too. But all the stuff on like my solo album is probably going to be leaning more towards that style. Like, uh, a lot of guitars, but a lot of big 808s and stuff like that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the best of both worlds.
Heck yeah. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just feeling more like a lot of just fun music. Like, I don't want to try to make like overthink it too much. I just want to make fun songs and like have a good time doing it. So
I think that's when people do their best is when they're doing something that they love.
yeah,
Like they're not trying to fit into a specific box with a specific sound with only specific instruments or, it has to sound like something else, or limit themselves. They just kind of make what they love and it tends to come
yeah,
out. You can feel it in the track.
yeah, for sure. Like I think when this next stuff comes out, like it'll be pretty clear like what my style is, and it'll all fall in line with stuff like We Ride, and like even Sauce King a little bit was leaning in that direction.
Right.
But this is definitely gonna be some heavy music. It's gonna be some like fast paced, like hard songs. So I'm excited.
No, that's awesome. Because I mean, you've been recording and producing, and then of course the hurricane. You had all these other things happening. You're
Yeah,
collabing with people, with some pretty big people too.
yeah,
Obviously, doing really well with that. I mean, not everybody can land on a track with Jelly Roll.
yeah. That song actually had a pretty crazy way it came together, but I mean, overall, like the final product, I mean, it's streaming like really, really well. The video, I actually edited together the video myself, the visualizer. Just because it was in the midst of so much chaos, like I had to figure out a way to like do something visual to go with the song. I like the song too much to just let it like be like an audio picture or like just the cover or something. I definitely wanted to do something with some feeling.
No, I get that. The pictures were nice. I mean, there was
Thanks.
it was really cool to see that, you know. And you're right, just having like an audio track with the still of the graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine, but honestly, people don't want to sit there and listen to a song like that and see nothing.
Yeah, shit's kind of boring. Like, I mean, if I want to do that, you can just pull it up on Spotify or
Right.
like Apple Music, you know. But I think all my songs, like especially like on the album, are gonna have be very visual, very like good like conceptual videos. I want to have a lot of like I got a lot of cool collabs on the album too. I want to have a lot of good energy, high energy stuff, like show music basically. Like I want to have a show that people are like, damn, like that show was really kick ass when I go there. So
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the songs that you put out, I can picture them being at a show, and people like going
yeah,
nuts when when they hear they hear the opening, the music to it, and then like freaking out.
yeah, like We Ride is like has that energy that like I'm looking for. It's got like the electronic, the rock, the country, the rap. It's got like everything mixed together, but overall, I'd say it's like rock rap, and it just has that fucking vibe that I'm looking for. And like the whole album is kind of based around stuff, kind of sounding like that. You know, some lean a little more rock, some lean a little more rap, but it's all kind of in that vein.
No, absolutely, because I mean that's what makes it something memorable. And
Yeah,
I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm at a live show, what I want more than anything is, I mean, I got to feel it. I'm not necessarily I don't go to live shows to like watch somebody do acoustic, where they just kind of sit there and like, you know, like the old oh, what was it? Where they had it on MTV. It was like Nirvana, and then we're on it unplugged.
yeah, I'm MTV Unplugged. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not really like that's not my purpose of going. I want to rock out. Like I want to have fun. I want the crowd energy to be super high. You know, stuff like that. I
yeah,
mean,
for sure. Yeah, and like rock music nowadays, like I feel like doesn't really have that as much anymore. Like I can't even name like the last time someone's like came up to me and be like, "Hey man, you hear this new rock song?" I mean, like obviously I know the songs because that's what I listen to, but you got to think the last time it was like there was kind of like a big like I want to say like cultural like thing surrounding it. Like there is a lot of pop songs and hip hop stuff now. Like you know, like the country rap stuff has a big cultural following, but I feel like with rock music, it's kind of like I don't know, people just throw guitars on like their 808 tracks or something, but it doesn't have that rock energy like you know stuff from even the early 2000s had. You know,
no, I get
so
it.
like for this album, I definitely want it to be like not just guitars. I want it to be like some energy. You know what I mean?
Somebody just told me I'm showing my age. MTV playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore, y'all. By the way, welcome in everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you guys haven't figured it out, this is Lorenzo Cole. He has been on before. If you guys think he looks a little bit familiar, he was here about 6 to 8 months ago. I'll have to look up the date, but and he was hanging out with us back before there was video. It was fun.
Yeah.
We had a good old time. And I always catch him in the car. He's always like in the car.
Yeah, I'm always moving around. I got to find stuff to do, stay busy.
I get that. No, I completely get that. But no,
For
definitely
sure.
appreciate everybody that's stopping through here and saying hi and showing some love because he's got some killer music and he's coming out with more, which is awesome. And that's what I'm looking forward to because now I had a question, a weird question.
Okay.
If let's say you were going to do a live show and you were going to use some of your music,
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily have like Leroy or Jelly Roll like present with you. How do artists pull that off when they have a collab that they're playing at their live show?
I'm thinking I'll probably record my own version of their verses, maybe something like that, and you know, do it with the band. So I would basically just perform their verse, but like, you know,
Right.
I usually have a DJ in my set. I like having the DJ for like the hip hop element. I always think that's like super cool. Um, but yeah, I think I'd probably just do something like that.
It's super smart to have a DJ too.
Especially with Sauce King, like that has like 3 other people on it. I definitely think I would just perform the verses, you know. But
No, they have
DJ
to
and
come every
drummer,
single time. They got to come show up to your show every time
yeah.
and jump up on stage. No, I was just curious because I was wondering because I know people. Don't get me wrong. There's a good thing and a bad thing about it, of course, because I love when people collab because it's fun, right?
Yeah,
And I just think that the dynamic of somebody collabing it kind of brings a little bit of this and that from each person and kind of changes it up quite a bit, right? Which is
yeah.
good. But then on the
I'm
other
really big
hand,
on collabs. I'm really big on collabs, especially as moving more into like the rock world. Like, you know, I want to have collabs with a lot of hip hop artists. You know, I want to bring in a lot of stuff like that. You know,
you wanted to be like the rock element and then bring in like someone with a more rap element into it.
yeah, it's primarily everything is like it's on my new stuff is definitely like rock and rap overall. You know, some things have the southern element, but I definitely want to bring in interesting people like that are kind of unconventional, like you wouldn't expect.
Right.
Like I have this one song, it's like a party song on my new album, and it's like it's got a really interesting collab on there. I think people will like.
No, that's good. I mean, I'm sure you're probably not talking about like Weird Al.
Oh no, nothing like that, but like
That
definitely
would
some
be fun
collabs
though.
that people would not call for.
That would be fun though. Weird Al would
Oh yeah,
that would bring a dynamic that I don't think anybody would expect ever.
and a lot of money too, because that dude's got so much like stuff going on. So.
And an accordion. So you'd have
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah.
No, I completely get it because, like I said, I've noticed that that's something that a lot of people are doing. I'm not saying everybody, but when it works, it works. It's
Yeah.
really cool to see people collaborating with each other and to share, to jump on tracks with each other and just elevate it that much more. And I think it's great,
Yeah.
honestly. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that
I'm
it's a
all for it.
trend. I hope it
I'm all
stays.
for. Yeah, I'm all for it. You know, if it makes sense, like I definitely want to do it. You know, I mean, there's some songs on like that I'm gonna be doing that are like obviously just me, but I like having the collabs.
No, it does. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. I mean, and
Heck.
like I said, it's not everybody that can land the collabs that you have.
Oh yeah, I mean, even my craziest one was probably the Deuce one. I don't think a lot of people didn't really expect that one. You know.
Yeah, I know you were pretty stoked about it.
Oh yeah, super stoked.
No, absolutely. What's up, Rude Knock, Willie? I see you guys. They're coming up in the chat, and it's in the live chat on the YouTube. So they're
Okay.
saying hi and sharing your link and stuff like that. Jess, if you don't mind, if you can find We Ride, if you can post that link also, so they can show love on that song,
Heck
that would be
yeah,
cool
what's up,
too.
everybody? What's up? What's up?
But yeah, again, this is Lorenzo Cole. He's driving because that's what he does apparently all the time.
All the time. Always got somewhere to go.
But you guys got the studio straightened out though, right? After the hurricane?
Oh yeah, we're back to work now. I actually this morning was working a little bit, mixing a song for a buddy of mine. But yeah, we're back to work. Like I'm really like this week. I'm gonna find out what the lead single is gonna be. I'm gonna find out the artwork. I don't know, crunch out all the details this week, basically.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, this like rock album has been in my mind like since I started music, but now I'm to the point where I feel like I got like the confidence and I got like the experience to make it like really kick ass, I think. So
Well, no, I definitely think you do. Like, by the way, you need to make sure you sell at least one physical album and autograph it because I need it.
I'm thinking about doing that. I've thought about that too, how I want to, just like a few cool like promotional items. But yeah, definitely something like that would be sick.
Well, that's something a lot of people have been doing. Is they, especially independent artists you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking more independent.
Yeah.
I'm not talking mainstream labels, obviously.
Yeah.
But like what they're doing is they're coming up with a limited run of their physical album. They're signing them and then they're putting them for sale when they're gone. They're gone.
Heck yeah.
You know?
I mean, I like stuff like that. Like Kasky did like the $100 mixtape or whatever it was. I thought that was kind of like a cool idea.
No, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, I collect them. It's not even funny. I have more that I haven't put up yet.
Yeah.
Sitting on my desk. I have the box. I have to get more of the mounting things that go up on the wall. That's right here. Got to put it together.
Heck yeah.
Just have to find time to do it. And I don't usually have time, but I got to readjust where everything's located because I'm getting every time that somebody's got a physical album that's, somebody I respect or appreciate, I buy it every time.
Heck yeah. I buy a lot of music still too. Like a lot of people like to stream stuff, but if I really like a song, like I always buy it. Like I just like having it on my iPod and like,
Yeah,
iTunes and all that.
I don't. I'm one of those people who thinks that someday somebody's gonna screw around, and they're gonna nail all the streaming services, and everybody's gonna cry, and I'm gonna be laughing my ass off because I have them all right here.
Yeah, that would suck. Like I think about that too. I'm like, I want to have some physical stuff in my albums because I'm like, dude, what happens if like I don't know. I know it's like crazy to think about, but I'm like, what if all that shit just disappears one day?
No, absolutely. Or okay, here's the thing, and this happened. I can't remember with what movie or which. Like it was a group of movies, and I think it was maybe Netflix or something of that level. But
Yeah,
they people had rented or bought the movie via a streaming service. So now they own it, they can watch it whenever they want.
yeah,
But then the company they had like a 15-year license with the company. It expired. They didn't renew it, and then all of the content that belonged to, like, I'll just make it up. Let's just say Disney was removed from the platform. Even if
yeah.
you paid for it, you no longer have access to it now. It's not yours anymore.
That's weird.
And I don't like that. Like, I'm not saying there's any way that Spotify is just going to disappear off the face of the planet, but what if it did?
Yeah, I
Was
don't
it,
know.
what would people do?
We
People
have
would
nothing.
melt down. There'd be a
Yeah,
complete meltdown. You shut down TikTok and Spotify, and people are done.
yeah, for sure.
That's like a World War V or something.
Oh yeah.
But no, are you on other platforms? I know you're on Instagram. I know you are. You dabble in Facebook, and I know you're obviously on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah, I'm on everything like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I mainly use Instagram, I guess, just because that's what like I kind of made most of my connections on, I guess.
Same.
But I definitely like now that I have an idea of like projects and I'm not doing like singles, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of like cool content. Like I'm picking up the bass again. That's how I started. Like playing bass with Jelly and stuff. So I'm gonna be playing bass, probably a lot of bass content. Jiu-jitsu content too. I'm really big on that. I got a lot of good things going on in the jiu-jitsu world.
I saw that. I saw some of your videos. Actually, I was showing my mom one of your
Yeah.
videos.
Heck yeah.
I was like, "Hey,
Uh,
take a look at this. It's like a triple. I don't know. It's just like a black belt, and everybody's smiling. That's a good thing, right?" I was like, "I
oh
don't know anything
yeah.
about it, but it's good."
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working content all year. Hopefully shows are my favorite thing to do. Like, I don't know.
No,
It's
I get
like
it.
what we do it for, you know what I mean? I mean a lot of people like to do the social media thing. I'm like, dude, I like being in the actual like I like sweating on stage, going crazy, traveling, doing it like the old fashioned way. So
Gigging. Isn't that what
oh
they
yeah.
call it? No,
Well,
but
I mean, it's all worth it. Like once you're like, like you kind of sit in like the studio all the time, you make these records, you go crazy thinking about like what's good, what's not good, and then you finally get on stage and it's just like there's no feeling like it, I guess.
right. Well, no, I mean, and you're not the only one. I promise you that because um I've talked to bands previously who are like, "Hey, we like to record. We like to sure we'll drop our tracks in the studio, but we want to be live. We're playing
Yeah,
shows. That's their focus, and it doesn't matter if they want to lay down tracks or not. That's not their priority. If they get a
yeah,
gig at a dive bar down the street, they're gonna go do that before they're gonna sit down and put their album together.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I never understand artists that never want to go out and do shows. I'm like, dude, like, why are you in this business? Like, if you don't want to be on stage and get judged and like have a great time, what are you doing? Doesn't really make much sense. Like,
No, I completely get it.
I mean, you're not going to support, like, you're going to create all this music and put all your effort into it and not support it. Like, it's kind of weird. But
Well, I mean, the vibe
each their own, I guess.
at a live performance is completely different.
Oh, yeah.
But I see. I'm really picky though because I talk about this all the time. Where when it comes to like YouTube, I don't want
Yeah.
to watch live performances on YouTube because
Yeah.
YouTube is I want it to be pretty and clean and shiny like a record. It needs to be like a record level recording. And then
Yeah.
if I want to see it, if I want to experience it live, I'm gonna go
Oh, yeah.
because it hits different. And I get that some people there's no way you could have made it like these huge shows and stuff, and that's fine. I get that, but
Yeah.
I skip that content every time, only because you can't feel the crowd. You can't like
Yeah.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. There's nothing
I
like,
can't even imagine being on stage doing it, let alone in the crowd.
I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to open for people. I'm trying to do whatever. Like I want to do festivals. I love festivals. I think they're so like kick ass. Like just everyone together. Like seeing a whole lineup. Um, Especially now that like I'm gonna be having like an album and stuff, and things are really gonna start heating up after We Ride. It's like I want to have like my band. You know, I always want to have a DJ and drummer, regardless of anything. Always got to have a DJ and drummer. Um, yeah, and I just want to have a good show.
You should go to Vegas. I know a lot of people
Oh
in
yeah.
Vegas.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I might not make it out of Vegas if I go there, to be honest.
Well, a bunch of us are going, and a bunch of us are going in was it April? A bunch of YouTubers,
April.
and we're all gonna hang out, go to Vegas together. I've never been, so we're gonna do all that. But
Oh, that's
I also know some artists that live there, and so we're
oh
probably
yeah,
gonna hook up and hang out. And if they're doing a show, or just go because they live there. So whatever they're doing, we're just gonna go around with them.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and there's like country rock rap type vibes.
I'm digging it. I still like love like country music and making country music and writing it and stuff. But like I don't know, man. Like my heart's just in the rock, in the rap. You know what I mean?
No,
But
I
it's
get it.
kind of cool. Like coming up with Leroy. Like I kind of have an interesting place where I can kind of ride the line of like the country rap thing, but also do like heavier rock stuff too.
No, I get
So
that.
heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the chat knows who I'm talking about. I had I had John Widowmaker and Logan Mader on
Okay, cool,
the
cool.
other day. It was like a week or so
Oh,
ago. And they
oh
live in
nice.
Vegas. Oh, well, I know John lives in Vegas, so it was kind of cool. And they
Oh yeah.
do his music's awesome, and it's kind of funny because the type of vibe that they have. You know, when you were saying opening and stuff, I was like, that's kind of interesting, huh?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of good people and that like hang out in that area. Arizona and Vegas have a lot that I've noticed, but and so does Nashville, of course.
Heck yeah. Nashville's got a lot of different styles. Like it's crazy. Especially now with like Jelly getting big and stuff like that. It's like, you know, has a whole new avenue of stuff to do.
No, absolutely, because I used to think that Nashville was for like straight country,
Yeah,
and
I mean
that's
I can
it.
it's still country music USA, but like dude, it's music city now. It's a whole music city now. It's definitely blown up a lot, especially just since I've like lived there. And I've only been in Florida for like 2 years.
Yeah,
So
I just left Florida in 2018.
I love Florida. Being down here in the sunshine every day, it's awesome.
Well, I'm in Houston, so it's not too much. It's not bad compared. I
Yeah.
know I know Florida's a different vibe, but it was. I left my old life behind, so that was a good thing. Well, otherwise, I would have loved it because the beaches there are amazing compared to here. Like Galveston is like,
Yeah,
but
I'm on the coast. So I'm right by the beach, like 5 minutes from the beach.
I lived like 40 minutes north of Panama City Beach,
Okay.
so I lived in the Panhandle in that area.
Oh, oh, that's cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. It was great. Not really. It wasn't
I
great.
live I live like on the Gulf side, but it's like super dope down here. Like everyone's cool. It's very chill, retired people.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are like. I think. Well, there's usually. Yep, Casey. He's in the chat. He actually lives in the same area as I think a couple other people in Florida, and
Oh,
they're all in the what I call the fat part of Florida, like on
yeah.
the Gulf side,
Yeah.
the wicked side that always gets the nasty weather.
Yeah, we got smacked by the last hurricane. It's pretty horrible. But Ian.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's my thing. Michael, I got out right before Michael hit,
Yeah.
and right after Harvey hit Houston, so I squeaked in right. I missed both of those, so thankfully. But yeah, that one was nasty. I knew a lot of
Yes.
people down there.
It was awful. Yeah, there was a lot of businesses destroyed, people losing their houses. There's still people like wandering because they're so like displaced and stuff.
That's sad. Damn, that sucks. But at least you got the studio back up and running because I saw the pictures and they were gnarly.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was totally destroyed.
Well, at least you're up and going again because you got a lot. It's 2023, man. You got a lot of stuff to do.
Oh yeah, I got way too much. We got 2 albums on the way, and I want to have another EP of like some super raw stuff. So
Hey, man, I'll be paying attention. I'm gonna be keeping track of all of it because ever since I met you, I've been following what you do.
heck yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy year. Like I really want this to be like I'm gonna be competing a lot in jujitsu this year. Got some things working with that, like on the social media side of things, like podcasting and like good show stuff with that. Um, it's going to be great. Yeah. So we're going to have that, shows, music content, all that stuff. So,
No, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. I mean, it's crazy how last year I've been doing this for a year. So a
yeah.
year ago in January I started, and do you think I thought I'd be here now? No. I
Yeah.
know, even 6 months ago, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Sure, no. I'm
Yeah.
sure I know what I'm doing. I was like surprised that anybody gave me the time of day because it made no sense to me.
Yeah.
But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have learned, and I wouldn't be here now, and I wouldn't be having, pulling in some really amazing people and getting to talk to people. And the most humbling thing that anyone has ever done has been to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
That's the biggest form of flattery that can ever happen. That's the biggest compliment is for
Yeah.
somebody not to run screaming the other direction, but to be like, hell yeah, I want to come back.
Yeah,
It means the
exactly.
world.
Yeah, I mean, everything's a journey. Like, not everything has to be some grand event. Not every win has to be like a monetary thing or like something crazy. Like, it might just be a win to you or mean a lot to you. That's what jujitsu's taught me. Like, I get destroyed by people. Like, I'm a purple belt and I still do stupid stuff all the time. And there's still people that can destroy me. You know what I mean? But like, you just get back up and keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely appreciate it because, I mean, I had a lot of fun last time, but like this time, I've been watching what you've been posting. I've been watching your
Yeah.
social media. I mean, not like in a stalky type way, but it pops up, obviously. Because I'm one of those, I'm really weird. I don't scroll on anything, so if it doesn't pop up in my face, I miss it. I really do. And it's nothing against anyone. There's just too many people that I'm trying to keep track of. That's just impossible. But
Yeah.
your stuff pops up, and I just am, every single time I'm like, hey, he's doing something else. Or, oh,
Oh,
look, there's something else going on. Like, in a good way, like in a happy way. Like, that's so cool. It's
oh no,
all,
I definitely am working on it. I say right now, like, I feel better than I have in years, to be completely honest. Like, I don't know. You just gotta let go of all just let go of certain things. You can't let things weigh on your mind. You just gotta do what you want to do, and like, who cares what happens or what doesn't happen? It doesn't really matter. You just gotta keep doing stuff.
no, I completely agree. I've gotten that advice recently from some people that, have graced me with their time, like in
Oh
DMs to like kind of like give me some advice and encouragement. And they tell
yeah,
me, they're like, just do what you want to do and enjoy it.
exactly. That's all you gotta do. Is just enjoy it and just be happy. That's it.
Exactly. It's like you don't have to fit into any boxes. You don't have to do just what everybody else is doing. You don't have to hit any numbers because that's the one other thing that I learned, and I stopped. I don't care about numbers. Not like I have
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a lot to care about at this point, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
because the people that are here. Hey, what's up, Captain Kurt Reacts? Saluted you in the chat,
What's up, dog? What up? What up?
but it's letting go of the expectation that you have to fit into someone else's
That's the best part.
parameters.
And then, like, there is no parameters and there's no right or wrong way to do anything. Like, you just got to do it. That's really all it comes down to. Like, there's really no secret. People always ask, they're like, how'd you do this? How'd you figure this out? I'm like, I just did it. That's how I figured it out. I mean, there's no way to do it besides doing it with anything. Jiu-jitsu, music, sport, any kind of sport, career. Like, there's really no secret. You just got to keep on keeping on.
No, I completely agree. I just
Yeah.
started doing my own graphics
Yeah.
out of
Awesome.
necessity,
I
and I was like,
thought it looked good.
"Oh, thank you." See, I was just like, out of necessity, I'm like, "Screw it, let's try and figure this out."
I actually really like that picture. It gives me like the falling in reverse vibe, so I like it.
I said the same thing. I was like, "Wait a minute." I told one of my friends who didn't know who Ronnie Radke was, and I had to. I was like, "Okay, here, watch this, watch this. Okay, that's Ronnie Radke." And I was like, "Now look at this, look at this." I was like, and she's like, "It's the same person." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, everyone when I got the short hair now, but when I had the long hair, everyone was like, "Dude, that you're Ronnie Radke," and I'm like TikTok. One of my videos blew up of me singing "Bad Love," and all the comments, if you read them, are like, "Oh my gosh, I thought this was Ronnie Radke."
No, that's funny. That's
Yeah.
actually really funny. Why did you cut your hair? Just it got hot?
Just jujitsu. It's just too much. I train too much. It's not really anything to do with it being hot, but I train too much. It gets pulled out a lot, and I was ready for a change of style too.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was just too much. Like I wasn't really like keeping on top of it and stuff. So I was like, I just need to like cut my hair, let it grow out nice and healthy, and figure out from there.
You know, your luscious locks. You weren't like
Oh,
going to the salon and getting hair treatments or anything.
oh no, just getting trims and shit. I used to shave the sides off all the time. That was like the only thing.
Yeah, I know girls that do that. I actually was considering cutting mine because I'm like, I have it up. Unless I'm live, I have my hair up.
Yeah,
Like, I never, ever, ever take it down. Like, I literally have my clip. I took it down, put my headphones on so it's out of my face. So I,
heck yeah.
I, I was thinking, like, man, I should cut it. And then I'm like, but no, then I can't ever put it up and it'll always be in my face. So I don't want that.
Yeah, I had all kinds of battles, so I was like, what, I'm just going short with it now.
I used to know people like that would shave all the way up to like here, girls that would shave up to here,
Yeah,
all the way up the back, and they would just have like a hat draped over. That was it. And they're like, it's
yeah.
cooler. I'm like, okay. Hey, I was just curious because it was obviously a change. Why do people
Yeah.
change? Because they want to? I get that. I was just curious if there was a reason or.
Nah, it was strictly pretty much just jujitsu. Like that was the biggest reason. I was so sick of that stuff getting pulled out of my head and stuff. But
I don't blame you. That would suck.
oh, it's horrible. Yeah, I hated it. But
Ow.
heck yeah,
It makes my head hurt.
I might grow it out again. I don't know.
I get it caught in anything and I'm like, ah, I freak out. I can imagine it like in an act of physical altercation, whether it be on purpose or not, right?
Yeah, yeah,
For it, for it to get yanked on, like with
yeah.
some, like say it with your chest and yank on that hair. That's different, even if it's by accident. Like it's not the same as like, oh, ow, huh. It's like, oh, I took it with me. Here you go, have it back. Like,
I've had it where I was like, dang, like I might have a bald spot or something. Like I've literally like went in the mirror and been like, dang, that was a lot of hair that came out of me. I gotta check it out.
oh my god, no.
I was so sick of that. But now that I've cut my hair, I'm so much like, it's just a new year. Like it's crazy. Like I just feel so much better about myself and everything. Like I can't even explain it. But it all comes with just doing what you want to do and working towards what you want.
Yeah, everyone that I talk to that is doing content, making music, anything. And I say making content because it's easier than trying to list off what exactly I'm talking about. People that are putting out creative shit, all right? Those people, all of them, it's like 2023. Everybody is like gung ho. They're all like, yes, let's do it. 2023, 2022, they're like, is it going to be a good year? Because 2021 kind of sucked. So, hoping that it's going to be better, right? But then this year, everybody is like all out, going crazy, doing their thing.
Yeah, 2022 was like a building year. And now I feel like I've dropped a couple singles last year. Some were official, some were just kind of like, straight out the studio, like vibing out stuff. And now I don't know, it's just time to like have fun and like do something cool that like I'm gonna remember forever. Like I have an idea. In my mind, I got so many ideas. I have an idea for like 3 albums, EP in between each one, and like that being like a trilogy of awesome stuff. I mean, I want to have a video for every song if possible. So it's gonna be crazy for sure.
No, I get that. It's really hard to. It's really hard. Like people, I get why people don't have videos for everything, but I think that they're missing out on. People are going to be skipping past it faster, and it's a fact of life.
Yeah, well, Sonny P, he shoots all the videos for our stuff, so he shoots really awesome videos. So I don't think we'll have a problem with that. You know what I mean? It's just the collabs. You got to coordinate getting everyone together, but I think I can pull it off. It just takes work. So.
Well, you're ready to do that because I mean you're always on the move.
Yeah, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I just want to keep going and keep doing things I like and see where it goes.
Well, to be honest, I mean it's really cool. It's really nice to hear that you're really that enthusiastic.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about everything, especially Leroy's project. Like this is gonna be the first time, like as a producer, I really get to show off and be like, hey, like this is what we made. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's going to be, I'm super excited for Leroy's project, and we're going to have some awesome content surrounding that too. Awesome videos, visuals. Like it's going to be a street flavor year for sure. And we want to work with more people too. So we're looking into other artists and other cool things we can dive into.
No, that's awesome. I definitely I know I'm gonna be keeping track because, like I said, it pops up, and I don't know how the algorithm does it. I don't think I miss much. I hope.
Yeah, I always see your name pop through my thing. So
Well, I try to go out of my way to, especially people that I consider more than just an acquaintance, somebody that I actually get along with, or we have decent conversations in DMs, or who always
yeah,
shows me love back. That those type of people, I always try to go out of my way and make sure because I know how hard it is,
oh yeah,
and I know that, like for me, for example, was it yesterday? I had a story on Instagram. I don't even remember what it was. I just like shared somebody's reel. Okay,
yeah.
I usually get like 20 to 30 views per story. I got like 70. I'm like, who are
Heck,
these people? Like, where did they come from? And it meant something to me because suddenly I started getting all these people following me. I went up like 30 followers in like 2 days. I don't know why, because I don't have
hell,
that as many as other people. So it shocked me. I'm like, what is happening? But because it matters, it really does. And when you see those people consistently going under your content and leaving a comment, you know that not all the time do they have time to listen to the whole thing, but they're still
yeah,
showing up for you and they're still there for you. And I just want, if nobody else comments, you've got to comment on your post. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be that person that consistently shows out for people that
yeah. And I
support
mean,
me.
if people can pay attention to you for longer than 2 seconds nowadays, you're doing something right.
No,
So
exactly. That's long form content is not it. I run a podcast. I would know.
heck yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is it's like people have the attention span of a goldfish, and you got to come in slamming from the get go, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. People can't pay attention to anything. Like, I mean, it's crazy to me because I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I'm pretty bad about it. Like, there's artists that I really like, and I still be like missing the stuff that they do, and I'm actually like a legit fan, but I still miss it just because there's so much going on. Like, it's just hard to keep up with everything because you got your friends, you got your personal life, and then you got the stuff where it's like the music stuff, and then it's like, oh, what sports are you into? It's just like a bombardment of information constantly. So
Right. Well,
it's just,
I tend to support people that I would consider like a friend more than I support people that I'm a fan of, if that makes any sense.
oh,
So like,
without I'm definitely supporting my friends above everything, and then
absolutely.
definitely, well, friends and family, and then definitely next would be people who are like people who show me love. Like, what I mean, I'm definitely gonna give it back, without a doubt.
No, exactly. There's nothing better though than like being somebody like at my level. I don't even know what
Yeah,
level it is. Whatever it is. Being at my level, not only having people respond to donate their time to me because it's like you get nothing for it except, being on conversation and my everlasting appreciation, you know.
yeah, for sure,
But
yeah,
on the flip side of it, like if I were to comment and then you comment back, it's like, hey, you saw me, because I do go in there and it still means something because I'm still not like I haven't been jaded to the point where I get so many DMs I ignore everyone, so
yeah,
it still matters, you know.
yeah. I
Or
try to
they
make the
they asked if
best.
you didn't like the first vehicle.
Sorry, what happened?
They said what he didn't like the first vehicle.
Oh no, I was just getting a ride to mine, so now I'm in my personal vehicle.
They're paying attention.
I'm going to watch a wrestling match tonight, so
Oh, that's awesome. Like like a amateur or professional.
I think it's like I don't know, it's like amateur. I'm pretty sure,
Like
but
wrestling, or like fun
oh,
wrestling.
wrestling like steel chair type
Oh,
wrestling,
gotcha,
like
gotcha. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
My father was like huge in wrestling. He was like in college. He was like champion, actual wrestler.
Oh, that's what's up. Hell yeah.
So that's why I was like, I was just curious because you have to clarify because you say that and they're like, oh yeah, well they had the yeah. You'd have to say steel chair. That makes sense to me. I grew up with that. I don't
Yeah,
watch.
I tell wrestlers wrestling is a hard sport. Like wrestling, like that you do in high school and college. Like that's a hard sport.
No, it really is. Oh, my dad and my brothers were all wrestlers. Like on the ground, you do not want to put your face there when you were trying to like play Twister on the ground, like that type of wrestling, like full
Yeah,
Nelson with the leotards or whatever they are with the headgear. Yeah, that was that kind of wrestling.
yeah, that is a tough sport. Like you got to have a serious work ethic to keep doing that sport. Like it's crazy. I wish I would have done it in high school. I would have had fun doing that, but I was doing jujitsu and stuff.
Okay. Well, there might be mud wrestling where he's going.
Oh,
You never
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you have steel chairs and mud wrestling. There you go.
Oh yeah. There might be. If someone gets in a fight there, I'm staying out of it, dude. I'm not confrontational at all. I like to fight, but I'm not like that.
You're not throwing down.
That ain't my scene.
Well, plus there comes a point in time where, if you got to get involved because, I don't know.
I mean, if it's like my family or like my girl or
Right.
something, I mean, you can't let a dude punk you out like that. But
But
I'm not gonna be. I got nothing to prove to anybody. I ain't gonna get in a fight just to prove I'm the hardest in the room. Like I could care less, to be real.
That's actually that's the right answer right there. I mean, you're a grown ass man. You don't have to.
Exactly.
That's not required, to try. And I don't know why people do it. I get it. Like, they just feel froggy. Fine. But to abstain from that and just be like, yeah, okay. You got a career to think about. You've got a family to think about. Like, there's more to life than, this exact second and this exact moment. And you might actually screw up your future doing something stupid because, you just couldn't stay. You couldn't stay out of it,
Yeah, and I ain't gonna let that little girl that was in the back seat see me get all emotional and stuff about something so stupid. Like, I'm just gonna freaking move on and do something else. Like, I don't have time for any of that.
No, exactly. You got a lot going on. I mean, you're constantly busy, so you don't have time to be sitting there taking time off to to go to court and shit like that.
Hell no, dude. I know.
Court.
Dude, that shit is awkward and boring.
Yeah. No, that sounds like it'll be fun. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't started going into any events yet this year. My first one should be in March. Hopefully, I'll do one before then. But I'm going to Our Last Night in Fame on Fire's the opening tour date for their tour.
Oh hell yeah!
So that'll be fun. And I haven't figured out anybody else that's coming to Houston yet. So
I need to find out when Fall Out Boy's coming. They dropped a new song and it was a banger.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they dropped a new song.
They dropped two, yeah. They were freaking bangers too. It's like their old sound, like they got big chunk guitars and stuff like that back on it. So
hey, you say 90s and early 2000s, I'm there. That's my era. That's me.
Yeah, I'm early 2000s, but I don't know. I'm just happy to hear some rock music, dude. I'm so sick of hearing I don't even know.
Well, everything really.
Yeah, I just want to hear some old fashioned guitar, bass, and drums, just simple stuff.
No, I get it. I really do because that's my favorite era when it comes to music as a whole of any way, shape, or form, and I pretty much can knock out half the songs that people would mention today with any song from that era of any genre. Yeah. I mean, I could knock you out with Barbie Girl. Don't even play with me.
Heck yeah.
I mean, it just, when there was a lot of good music and it was before everybody was. I'm not going to say that streaming is a bad thing. A lot of people have a lot of opportunities they did not have previously. However, the goldfish, the attention span of 2 seconds, and the short content, and it better be everything within 15 seconds or else I'm gone. You know, nobody has any patience anymore.
Yeah, facts. And then people it's hard for people to appreciate music now because when you see a 12-year-old make a hit song in his bedroom, it kind of I mean, props to that 12-year-old for making it happen. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but when everyone has access to making music now, it kind of almost devalues it in a way, because it's not something you have to strive towards anymore. It's you buy a laptop and you have a full recording studio in it already.
Yep.
Back in the in the 90s or in the back then, if you wanted to make music, man, you had to just making the music was an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now it's there has to be some kind of bar to reach towards, but now it's kind of just so it's a part of people's lives now, especially having phones and stuff. It's just completely different.
Well, yeah, and I also think that the quality we accept is a lot lower.
Oh, without a doubt. People drop just the most random stuff. So
they drop trash a lot too.
Yeah,
they saturate the market with a bunch of trash, so you have to sift through all that. And who wants to do that? I read books. I'm nah.
Without a doubt, yeah.
That's why I literally take a specific amount of time, pretty much every single day, and I usually don't scroll on any social media, but I'll scroll for 2.5 to 3 minutes just through my main feed and see what it suggests. And if something pops out, and then I have my friends who tag me in the comments of like artists' posts.
Yeah.
They tag me on purpose so that I'll check them out, and then I stalk them for a little while and just kind of see what they're doing. I never go like right to their profile and check out everything. But if I start seeing them and they're posting content and they're hustling for themselves, I'm up in their
Yeah.
DMs. You gotta
Yeah.
hustle for yourself, because that's what pisses me off more than anything is that I have a soundboard now. It's sitting right here that I have auto tune.
Yeah.
So I literally can sit here and turn on my auto tune and pretend like I can sing if I knew how to use it right, which I can't,
Yeah.
which I don't because I don't care. But I could do that, right? I could drop a track, and if I just happen to hit the right ears at the right time, the right
Yeah.
person shared it, the right person dropped a comment at the right time zone. Maybe everybody in Indonesia blew it up and made suddenly I have a viral hit that's trash. And I
Heck yeah.
go live and it's like, and you're like, whoa, what was that? And it's like, that's actually how I sound. I hate
Yeah.
it so much that it
Yeah.
doesn't require talent anymore to make music.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the talent now comes from realizing you can do something. Like the work ethic is the talent now. Like, and you don't have. It's not about being the best singer or like the best guitar player anymore. It's about making the best songs and like having the willingness to go do stuff. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not the best singer in the world. I'm definitely not the best guitar player or producer. But some people are gonna look at me and think that I've done some crazy thing, and I'm like, not really. Like we just do stuff. That's it. So.
No, it's a lot different than if I got on there and tried to do it.
Like, I mean, everyone's got their own thing, but you know, like it all comes down to just doing it. It's like, you know, I'm just a normal dude. Like there's literally nothing magical going on. So
Now you're just hustling. That's
yeah,
the
for
one
that.
thing I look for more than anything else when it comes to like people they'll send me artists or they'll tag me in their posts, and the first thing I notice is if they are promoting themselves.
Yeah, for
If they're
sure.
posting, if they're, hey, I'm doing, especially ones that are like, hey, I'm going to a show here. Hey, I'm doing a show here. Hey, everybody, I have a show over here. Those are the ones that I really, really pay attention to.
Yeah,
People
for
that
sure.
they have,
I like.
oh, just talk to my manager. Like, talk to my management. I'm not talking about if people can't have management. I'm just saying, like, they have the cookie cutter, same as everybody else type reel. They run it up on Instagram as high as they can, monetize, like, money wise, right? For an ad.
Yeah,
And then they just are like, okay, and they walk away.
yeah,
They're not interacting with their comments, they're not posting it on stories, they're not, doing shows. I want to push the people that are out there hustling
yeah,
for
for
what
sure.
that's worth, right? Because they deserve the support.
Always, yeah.
But yeah.
Heck.
What time's your show start?
Actually, here soon. I actually just arrived where I need to be.
Awesome.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
Champagne Rain says just went and subbed up. Can't wait to check it out. There you go.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Follow me on Instagram. Stay in touch.
No, absolutely. I can't thank you enough for coming back on here with me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime you want to do that, I'm down for it. So.
No, I appreciate it. I just was really excited about all the stuff you got going on.
Heck yeah. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you giving me time to talk and, let everyone know what's going on with me. So,
Now we're here for it, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be great, and everything that you put out there is gonna end up, like, for what it's worth. It's gonna end up in my Discord under, like,
heck,
whenever you put out videos, whenever you have something that you're doing. I always post links in there so that people can come check it out.
awesome. Awesome. I appreciate that.
Of course, you got it, man. Go watch people beat the crap out of each other with chairs.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great.
It sounds like it's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just remember to duck. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
a front row seat.
Oh, yeah.
No, but is there anything else you want to talk about before you go?
Yeah. New album Unleashed coming 2023. Leroy's album's coming this year. New singles, new music, new content, shows, all that's coming. So stay tuned.
We got you, man. Absolutely. Thank
Heck
you. Just
yeah.
posted the link again. I appreciate that.
Heck yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And they're also in the description as well. The links are down there. Actually, I'll put your Instagram. YouTube likes to try and pretend that it's a YouTube
Yeah.
link, but it's not. So I'll try and get that put in at least in a comment or something so people can follow you on Instagram as well.
Heck yeah. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm everywhere. So
Awesome.
hit me up. Y'all just hit me up. Say something. I'm trying to get to know y'all, talk to y'all, give y'all some good stuff to listen to. So
Man, we appreciate it. You're doing a good job so far. Can't wait to see what else you're doing.
Heck yeah, thank you. Can't wait to see where you're going, who you'll have on next. So,
Hey, it's been great. Man, it surprises the hell out of me.
heck yeah.
Some of the people I've got lined up that I'm waiting on them to give me a date for, I'm like, I did not expect this. So it's kind of cool.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all.
I tell people, and I put it on my story the other day, I said, look, I think I tagged Mr. Beast in my story. And I said, he's never going to see this. But I said, hey, I want you on my podcast. I said, I know he's not going to see this. That's not my point. My point is, it's always going to be a no unless you ask.
Yeah.
So if you never ask, you can never open up the opportunity for a yes. You just never know. So just shoot your shot. Try.
Exactly. That's with a girl. That's with everything. You just got to try, man. You got to shoot your shot.
That's what I did. That's what I've been doing this whole year.
Heck yeah.
You don't know me, but it would be kind of cool. Just saying. But no, have a good time, man. I'm going to get out of here, go make some dinner. And I appreciate everybody that's been on here. This is going to go up on Spotify and Amazon and iTunes as well.
Hell yeah.
At least audio. And if they want to see it, then they have to come to YouTube and see it because that's where the video's at. Because apparently Spotify doesn't do videos. Rude. But no, I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night, man.
Yeah, no problem. You too.
All right, chat. We appreciate you. I will see you guys next time.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a great weekend. Happy Saturday night. Don't do anything that I would do because I would do a lot. So.
And don't do everything. Don't do anything I would do. That's for sure. So.
All right. You have a good one. I'm out of here, you guys.
Peace out, y'all.
Look at the way we moving, saying she with it.
Everybody.
It's time to make it move. I'm trying to get it wet. I have you licking fluid. And if it's money to be made, you never beat me to it. I be on the grind. Hope finally my time. Hope I be in Los Angeles, balling harder than Lonzo. Money is the only thing that I be making time for. Don't
got going on? How we feeling? How we living out there?
My actions get reactions, bitches all at our neck. My flexing got you